All right, looks like I have time for one more Filming Friday thing for today. Maybe this will be the one I post if I can make it short. Okay, so thing that happened to me today. I mean, today was a lot, but probably like the wildest thing for me is I got called up for jury duty. 10 years too late. Like, when I first stopped working, I think I must have written on Facebook or something. I can't remember where. I wasn't able to find the post, but I have a definite memory that I was like, why can't they just call me up for jury duty now? I'm not doing anything else with my life. And that was about 10 years ago, and they didn't. And back then, like, I was unwell and couldn't work, but not as unwell as I am now. And, like, I still had energy that I probably could have gone to court most days. I don't know, like, it would have been a struggle, but not the struggle that it is now. And at the time, I was just like, why don't they call me up for jury duty while I have the time? No. So they didn't. And yeah, I mean, obviously I've had to apply for an exemption. But I'm actually like, I'm really disappointed because especially the one that I got called up for is like a 16-week one. 16 weeks, it's spicy. And like, yeah, I don't know, I've always been kind of curious about that kind of stuff, like what actually happens. And I don't know if I would even pass selection if I did go. But yeah, no, going to court 5 days a week, I assume, sitting for hours trying to concentrate. I can't do it. I can barely, like, the only reason I get up in the morning is for the dog, and then quite often after we've had our walk and I've had something to eat, I will be in bed for a couple of hours, especially lately, most days. And today I couldn't because I got my new mattress, and it was delivered in that window where I would usually be napping. So I had to stay awake because I had to keep my old mattress without all the sheets so they could take it away and then bring the next one in, and it took me a while to make my bed again because it's exhausting. Yeah, and oh my god, you should have seen these guys just lifting a mattress with one hand, and I'm like, I've moved like my old mattress before, and it was such a struggle, like trying to get it out of my room, get it around corners, slide it up the hallway, slide it upstairs, and this guy just picks it up with one hand. I'm like, being a girl sucks. And, being a girl could quite possibly be why I have some of the health issues I have now. Never mind the mental health stuff. And they could be the reason for fatigue. Like, if everything comes down to some kind of autoimmune thing. And, women are more prone to autoimmune disease. They think it's got something to do with childbearing. Wow, I'm really fading, struggling to get my head together. And they, can you imagine me trying to pay attention in court? I mean, even 10 years ago would have been a struggle because, like, when I think late 2016, I went back to uni, and trying to stay awake in classes was already getting difficult. And, I think I had to get some kind of, disability accommodations, they call it. Like, I didn't consider myself disabled. It's taken a long time for me to be like, okay, maybe we can call me that. But yeah, like, that's the only thing, like, I needed help for psychology, and they said, oh, you can apply for this disability thing. And so, like, yeah, I was allowed to miss more classes if I wasn't able to go. And I mean, it was just art school anyway. And I think there was something else I was allowed to do, but I can't remember. But, like, I was able to go to uni multiple days a week, not 5 days. I think it was like 3. Art school is pretty chill like that, though. And then when did I last do more study? Maybe 2013 or 14. I remember starting to fall asleep in lectures or needing some way to keep myself awake, where I'm only half concentrating on the lecture. So that's already kind of bad news. But yeah, now I can't even imagine going to uni. Never mind court. Yeah, I struggle to focus day to day. I'm hoping the new mattress will help with my sleep and help with, like, I've been fighting also a migraine. Even though I went to the physio yesterday, I've still had to, like, get in on the pressure points here and take painkillers to make sure that migraine doesn't actually, or like the pre-migraine feelings don't turn into migraine. It's very tied into my neck and, like, these things here. Yeah, no, so that's another thing. And also the timing is terrible because that's when I expect to be on new medication. And if you've been following my history, medication and me often doesn't go well. It's not going to be antidepressant style. It's going to be like, I think, anti-inflammatory. So hopefully it'll be okay. But apparently a side effect is diarrhea. So obviously I can't be getting up every hour to go poop sitting in a courtroom. But, yeah, no. And it's, what sucks apart from like missing out on spicy 16-week trial, like, I'm like, what is that? Like a fraud case or something? Like some really shady shit? Yeah, apart from missing out on that, it's just kind of made me think about the reality of my situation. Cause, I can come online sometimes and seem like I have energy and, I've been working really hard to try and get pieces of my life together, but it's still not enough to function in society. Like, it's sort of like I've got this whole thing of, today's filming Friday, or I'm trying to structure my week. But it's just like I do at least one small thing from each category in a day. And like yesterday or the Thursday, pretty much all I did was put existing Word documents together into one Word document, and that's all I had the energy for. Like, I feel like I'm achieving more than I have in a while, but it's still not enough. And yeah, I put in all this work on my mental health. I'm not currently in a depressive episode. But obviously the schizoid thing's still there. I still mostly only leave the house with my dog to walk him. Today I did leave the house a second time. Maybe I shouldn't have. But yeah, I got invited to the pub for lunch, and pub food is good, and I haven't seen my wise godmother in a long time. And, or like we only saw each other briefly. We haven't like hung out in a long time. And, yeah, so also my uncle and my dad, my mattress came in time, so it's like, yeah, I'll come to the pub for lunch. And by the time I got home, I was like, damn, I'm exhausted. Still hadn't finished making the bed. And sort of, I don't know, what have I even done all day? That's another thing, is I can't remember day to day what I've been doing. I have to actually look through my psych diary notes. And, shit, that's another thing, is like, if I sat through 16 weeks of a trial, would I even remember the details from day to day? I can't even remember my own life. I suppose if it was spicy enough, I'd remember. If it was something really boring, though, then yeah, I might not retain the information. Shit. Yeah, anyway, like, I'm still trying to work really hard to get my health together. I'm eating more veggies. I am getting my physical health issues investigated, and it could turn out that they're a bigger source of my problems than, doctors have given credit. In the past, all the fatigue and so on has been blamed on my mental illness. But now that I've, now that I'm not in a depressive episode, and I can see that I'm still screwed up, it just makes me think, like, what if there's more? What if there's more that's been affecting me long term, or has been building for a long time? It could just be that, like, when I was, about, actually 10 years ago, I did spend a lot of time in bed back then. But that's, like, once I really crashed. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it has been going on that long. Like, there was maybe a couple of years where I was doing okay, maybe 2018, 19. And then the pandemic kind of set me back in some of the progress in going out. So that probably didn't help shit. Yeah, I'm so tired. I can't even remember what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be... Oh, I don't know where I was going with this. Something about jury duty. Yeah, no, and my, I put in all the evidence that I think they want to show that I'm a mess. And yeah, I mean, I don't even know if I would pass selection if I turned up, but, yeah, things like, sometimes I will have one good day, but those good days are unpredictable, and they're generally followed by a bad day. So I think this week, Wednesday was a good day, and I got quite a lot done. I didn't nap on Wednesday, but by the end of the day, that's when this whole set of, almost migraines started, and then I didn't sleep well that night, and then yesterday I was such a mess. I had to nap And then I had to put my alarm on to make sure I made it to physio in time. And like sort of, just perfectly timing everything. And then the nap like recharged me a bit, but you can't exactly, like, I can't nap in time to get to court or anything. Oh, it's just such a shame because it's like something that I wanted to do a long time ago. And of course, they choose the time when I'm like, I cannot. But yeah, I don't know what a 16-week trial would be. I don't know. And maybe my like interest in it would also put them off. Oh dear. Something else. What else about today? Wow, I should just end this because I don't even remember. I think I was gonna say something else and I've completely forgotten. Anyway, I filmed some stuff today. I'm not gonna get them posted though. And I'll try and do streaming tomorrow. We'll see how we go. Because yeah, this is really, I'm gonna have to take more painkillers. So that I don't get a migraine. Maybe that's why I'm struggling to think again, like I'm so depleted from the day. What was my day? So walk the dog. Yeah, had to, get the new mattress, let the dudes in, and then slowly through the course of the day make my bed again. And then, yeah, impulsively accepted that invitation to the pub. Probably shouldn't have, because I'm so tired still. Yeah, and then what have I been doing the rest of the day? Oh, I also cooked, and I did film it, so there's a cooking video coming. Yeah, maybe that's why I'm so tired, because I've managed to do a lot today for me. Oh shit, I should just stop and upload this. I don't even know what I'm fucking doing anymore, which is just, yeah. Juror number, how many jurors is 12? I'd be juror number 13. Wake up, please. Pay attention. And then they'd just be like, oh shit, we picked the wrong one, didn't we? If I did turn up. But no, I think, yeah. So the exemption, I'm sure it'll just go through because I've got enough supporting documentation. And yeah, I'm just disappointed that, like, I understand they want to randomize it so that they can't bias things, but it would be nice if, like, you could say, hey, you could enter in, I'm available. Please increase my odds of being chosen. But they don't have that system, and so I've missed out. And I don't know, like, if the rheumatology meds can pull through for me, maybe in like 5 years' time. Is that too short? Is that too optimistic to think in 5 years' time maybe I'll be okay enough? No, I want to believe that I'll get better, because otherwise, like, what's the point of continuing to live if it's just the same old shit? I want to believe that I can get better, even though the evidence so far suggests probably not. But yeah, no, like, in 5 years' time, if I do manage to get back on my feet, would they call me? Probably not, because it just works like that, you get chosen at the worst possible time. Isn't that just like the laws of physics or something? So, yeah, no spicy jury duty for me. Yeah, that's, I think, the things I was trying to say. I better go sort myself out, try and get an early night, hopefully sleep better on the mattress, and I've been filming videos for that as well, so I'll update you on how that goes. Hopefully that helps with, like, the neck and shoulders, which are contributing to the migraine. So you can see I am genuinely trying to do everything to get better. Because, yeah, changing my pillow wasn't enough, so hopefully changing the mattress. I don't expect to sleep well tonight, actually, because whenever I change something, it does take a little while for me to adjust, for my brain to be like, okay, this is fine. But yeah, hopefully in like a few days, maybe a week, I'll be sleeping better. And maybe waking up with less pain and less, pre-migraine going on. Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to get better. Wow, this video is a fucking train. Why do I keep doing this? I'm just gonna fucking end the video. I'll see you whenever I post the next stuff, or maybe streaming Saturday. Although, like, some of the streaming kids are getting demanding, like, why don't you stream more? It's like, when people make demands of me, it makes me a lot less inclined to do the thing. So maybe I'll see if I can get horizontal streaming working, and that'll stop some of the kids from turning up, because they only watch vertical shit. So maybe we can have a more civilized stream, especially if I'm low energy, and especially if I don't sleep too well on the new mattress tonight. Yeah, I need a more low energy live streams. I won't be able to keep up with that. The vertical chat, holy shit. Okay. Hopefully see you on streaming Saturday. Horizontal instead of vertical. We'll see how we go. Bye.